What is going on, Maximum Football fans out there? And today we have a quick update from a blog that Maximum dropped on their webpage. Today I will have a link for that down in the descriptions, and it goes over weather, stadium customization, and blocking. So let's get right into it. And it starts out by saying, what's going on, Maximum Football crew? Luke here from Maximum Football Team, kicking off a new regular check-in series where we break down what we're working on and what you can look forward to in Maximum Football. Now, it goes on to say that these check-ins are going to give you a much deeper look into the development process of the game, and also it goes on to tell you what they are working on. So I have my boy Quasi91 in here. He's going to give you some of his opinions on some of the things that they are showing off here. You want to tell everybody hi, Quaz?
What's going on, everybody? Just a little bit of my opinions.
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit.
Yes. So one of the first things that they have here is it concerns MPL. I know a lot of the individuals who watch our videos are not concerned with that. They are more dynasty players. But one of the issues that they were talking about was people were encountering a bug where it caused them to have duplicate versions of their MPL cards, which for those who enjoy that, I guess that would be pretty frustrating. The next issue that they have is blocking improvements, and you can tell a huge improvement in the blocking. Before, you had guards and tackles just totally selling, giving up sacks. The running game was very difficult. You had to do some weird stuff to make run plays work. Quarterbacks had almost zero time to throw the ball. It makes the game a lot more, what word am I looking at? Fun to play. I know that's just a trap word. That's all I can come up with. My brain's cooked. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, so then they go to talking about clock issues. I encountered some of the odd things that was happening with clock management and the clock glitching out. They want everybody to leave it in the feedback channel of the Discord. If you're a member of the Discord over there, I also have a link for that in the video. So then we go to looking ahead. And they said, we recently announced Maximum Football is coming to the PlayStation 5 this summer, and our team is hard at work at preparing for that launch. That means polishing core gameplay, which is vital for the success of this game, and introducing features that will debut in the 1.0 release. So with that being 1.0, that means that you guys on the PS5 are going to get a very polished product. So let's go to the first thing, and I'll let Quasi talk about that because I've been yapping and my mouth is dry, is the weather effects. And they're saying,
speaking of dryness.
Yes.
Dryness. A little water.
Yeah.
A little rain. I need to cut you off. Go ahead, finish what you're going to say.
No, and they were saying it's just going to be cosmetic, so go ahead and give them your opinion on that.
All right. Well, first is first. You gotta get the weather in the game. Yes. So you gotta take what you can get at this point. It's really early on in early access. I know there's a whole lot of earlies, but I do apologize. But sooner rather than later, I needed to affect the ball, the player, the field, anything it can affect. Plus, the Unreal Engine can just do anything.
Yes.
And we were talking in the green room, like, I really wonder how the field degradation is going to be. Is it going to mud up? Is it going to cleat up? Is it going, all that kind of stuff, especially in the heavy rain and snow.
Yes, and I want to definitely see the mud buildup, and most likely they'll be debuting the weather effects somewhere. I would take a guess around November. Early December, for the holidays, you want to have that pretty snow working. And speaking of that, looking at this screenshot right here, you got a guy laying in the snow. You see his outline, you see the footsteps in the snow, and I do believe that they don't disappear. So it's the same degradation as with a rainy game with the mud. As players are romping around in the snow, you'll see footprints all over the place, middle of the field, side of the field, and whatnot. But a definitely highly asked for addition, especially for immersion. And then we'll go on to their new play calling system. And it says football is about the Jimmies and Joes, but it's also about the X's and O's. And we are hard at work on a new play calling system that is going to add a new layer of realism to the CPU coaching. This system is going to help address several issues that we've heard community feedback on, including late game play calling and awareness, run and pass balance, defensive play calling, and there's a couple other things, but I won't get into it in this video. The late game play calling and awareness is one that really knocks you out of the immersion when you see the CPU just not managing the clock and calling the plays, and definitely just not aware of what's going on in the overall game. Like, you're doing your best to manage, and you would like to have the CPU match you on that level to make it truly feel like an immersive chess match. So what do you think about that, Quaz?
Well, first and foremost, don't feel bad, Maxwell, for taking this long to get that in. It took Madden 25 years to figure out clock management. So, and that's $1 billion company. So, first and foremost.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, especially for offline players, you want to feel like the game matters on every snap, because it is that way, really, especially at the pro level.
Yes.
So.
And what I like is they sum up at the end of it, says, we have this system currently working on our development build, but before we release it to the public, we have a very simple philosophy. Is this better than the system that we currently have? And until then, they can answer that with a resounding yes. They say we are going to continue to polish, and that is the correct way to approach that. Now, for the last part, which always gets me giddy, I know it's childish, but I love things like this. Stadium customization, and primarily they're talking about the various colors of field. And what I like what they say in here, from various natural grass colors to vibrant artificial turf. It says you'll soon be able to express your style in brand new ways in Maximum Football. Go ahead.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. You know how long we've been talking about color turf? That's from the OG Maximum Monday days. You know how long? Man, to see it in action is, I love it. Now, they do kind of tease a little bit about the seats, right? The seat colors.
Yes.
I wonder if they're going to, at some point, allow end zone customization, sidelines, stuff like that, field goal post, stuff like that.
Yes, and from what an interview that we had with Micah, and I think this was before, this wasn't on air, but he was talking about they want to get it to like total customization. And even more shout out to Nightman out there. He was talking about they want this to be like the Arma of football games. So you're going to be able to wield it however you want to. And up on the screen, I have the seat colors. They have the gray seat color, blue, red, orange, purple, and pink. And then over here, which is a nice touch, is the Winter Valley Arena, which is a shout out to Mike Winter and where this all started underneath the banner of Winter Valley Software. Take two.
Shout out.
For those who know. But that's a nice little homage to the guy who started the journey of this game. And for those of you who don't know, Maximum Football is like over 20 years old. So, they've been at it for a while, so this game's not going anywhere. So in closing, they talk about the mailbag. If you're a member of the Discord over there is a section set up to where you can send out any questions that you have about the game, things that you want answered. I would highly recommend that you do this. This is a community-driven game, and this is targeted at those who want to create their own universe, their own dynasty. I understand a lot of you guys like the whole MPL aspect of the game, the competitive, but I don't think that that's what Maximum's all about. That's just my opinion. I think it's more of a connected franchise, play with your boys, play by yourself in your own little universe, create your own history.
If the armor comparison is anything, and if you know, you can literally do anything on that game, damn near. So, the ultimate sandbox is really what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So let me ask this question before we get out of here. What's your favorite color of turf they showed so far?
Orange. I love that orange.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I'm gonna have the orange turf rocket. It's distracting, but not to me.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Now, a lot of you guys watch these videos. We notice that you're not subscribed. You're not hitting the like button. If you could just please, subscribe, hit the like button. It does a lot for us. It costs you absolutely nothing. We're trying to grow this channel and reach a broader audience. But for those of you who do view this content, it is much, much appreciated. And also, Maximum Monday will be returning. We have a very busy schedule right now. We have to get things kind of organized, but you can bet your ass that Maximum Monday will be returning.
Soon. And also, You know, it's easier to find our videos, guys, if you just go ahead and hit the like and subscribe if you watch anyway.
Yeah.
Just a tip.
Yeah, just a tip. But until next time, it's been Quasi91 and Smoking Jay, and we shall see you either in the ring or on the field.
Peace.